Warren Buffett's 4 money principles that can change your life. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to build wealth effortlessly, while others work twice as hard but still struggle financially? What if I told you that one of the richest men in the world still lives in the same modest house he bought back in 1958 for just $31,500? I'm talking about Warren Buffett, worth over $100 billion today, who still eats at McDonald's for breakfast and drives used cars. The truth is, most Americans are drowning in debt, living paycheck to paycheck, and feeling like they're on a financial treadmill that never stops. But here's the thing. What if getting ahead financially isn't about working harder, but thinking differently about money? In today's video, I'm going to reveal the 4 powerful money principles that Warren Buffett has used to build his massive fortune. Principles that anyone can apply, regardless of how much you make right now. These aren't complicated investment strategies. They're simple, practical habits that have the power to completely transform your financial future. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how to apply these principles in your own life. And stick around until principle number 3. It's the game changer that most financial advisors never talk about, but it could save you thousands of dollars this year alone. If you ever felt like you're working hard but not getting ahead financially, type yes in the comments below. I read every comment, and I'll be sharing additional insights tailored to your specific situation. Now, let's dive into Warren Buffett's first life-changing money principle, one that goes against everything we're taught in today's consumer culture. Principle number 1, live frugally. Did you know that Warren Buffett, a man worth over $100 billion, still clips coupons and rarely spends more than $3.17 on breakfast? It sounds crazy, right? How could someone with essentially unlimited money still live like he's on a budget? The answer reveals the first principle that separates the truly wealthy from everyone else. Warren Buffett understands something most Americans have forgotten. Wealth isn't about what you spend. It's about what you keep. He famously said, whether it's socks or stocks, I like buying quality merchandise when it is marked down. This isn't about being cheap. It's about being smart with your money. Buffett doesn't deprive himself. He simply refuses to pay more than something is worth. Think about it. Buffett still lives in the same modest house in Omaha, Nebraska that he purchased in 1958 for $31,500. Meanwhile, many Americans stretch themselves thin buying the biggest house the bank will approve them for, then fill it with stuff they don't need, purchase with money they don't have, to impress people they don't even like. Here's how this principle works in real life. My friend Sarah was spending nearly $2,000 a month on things that brought her no lasting joy. Expensive restaurant meals she couldn't remember a week later, impulse Amazon purchases that collected dust, and premium subscriptions she rarely used. When she applied Buffett's frugality principle, she didn't feel deprived. She felt liberated. She started cooking more at home, enjoying the process, and saving nearly $600 monthly on food alone. The trick isn't to stop spending. It's to stop wasting. Ask yourself before every purchase, is this worth trading my life energy for? Remember, every dollar you spend requires minutes or hours of your life to earn. Here's a simple way to start. Implement the 24-hour rule. For any non-essential purchase over $50, wait a full day before buying. You'll be amazed how many must-have become can-waits or don't-needs after sleeping on it. And here's something most financial advisors won't tell you. Living below your means isn't just about saving money. It's about creating options. Every dollar not spent is a dollar that can work for you, compounding over time. As Buffett puts it, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Start small. Pick one area of unnecessary spending this week and cut it in half. Not eliminated, just reduced. You might be surprised how little you miss it and how good it feels to see that money grow instead. Now, let's move on to Buffett's second principle, a habit so powerful that he claims it's the foundation of his entire fortune. Principle number 2, practice mandatory savings. Have you ever reached the end of the month and wonder where all your money went? You're not alone. According to recent studies, nearly 65% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, including many who earn 6 figures. But Warren Buffett discovered the antidote to this financial trap decades ago, and it's shockingly simple. Don't save what is left after spending. Buffett advises, spend what is left after saving. This complete reversal of how most Americans handle money is the cornerstone of Buffett's wealth-building strategy. It sounds obvious when you hear it, but almost nobody does it. Buffett understood something profound about human psychology. Habits are too light to be felt until they're too heavy to be broken. In other words, we form financial habits unconsciously, and by the time we realize they're hurting us, they become incredibly difficult to change. The solution? Make saving mandatory and automatic. When Buffett was starting out, he would cash his paycheck and immediately set aside a portion for savings before he could spend a penny. Today, with digital banking, you can create the same habit without even thinking about it. Let me tell you about Michael, a construction worker from Dallas who implemented this principle 3 years ago. Michael wasn't making any more than his co-workers, about $52,000 a year. But while they complained about never having enough, Michael set up an automatic transfer of just 10% of every paycheck to a separate account he promised himself he wouldn't touch. The first few months were tight. He had to say no to some nights out and delay a few purchases. But something interesting happened around month 4. He stopped noticing the missing money. He had adapted his lifestyle to his new take-home pay. 3 years later, while his co-workers were still living paycheck to paycheck, Michael had over $15,000 saved, plus another $6,000 in his 401k. That money is now growing on its own, working for him day and night. Here's how you can apply this principle starting today. First, decide on your savings percentage. Buffett would suggest 20%, but start with whatever you can manage, even if it's just 5%. Second, set up an automatic transfer that happens the same day you get paid. This money should move to a separate account before you have a chance to spend it. Third, pretend that money doesn't exist. Build your lifestyle around what's left. The magic of this principle isn't just in the money you accumulate. It's in the mindset shift that happens when you pay yourself first. You stop seeing yourself as someone who can't save and start seeing yourself as someone who builds wealth consistently, regardless of income. As Buffett says, the most important thing to do if you find yourself in a hole is to stop digging. Mandatory savings isn't just about putting money aside. It's about stopping the endless cycle of earning and spending that keeps most Americans financially trapped. Now, let's explore Buffett's third principle, the one that completely transforms how you look at every dollar you spend. Principle number 3, consume rationally. How often do you buy something on impulse and then regret it later? You're not alone. The average American household has over 300,000 items, and we still feel like we need more. But Warren Buffett approaches spending with the same methodical discipline he brings to investing, and it's completely transformed his relationship with money. Buffett doesn't chase trends or make emotional purchases. Before buying anything significant, he carefully considers its necessity and cost-effectiveness. As he puts it, price is what you pay, value is what you get. This simple distinction has saved him millions over his lifetime. Think about the last major purchase you made. Did you buy it because you needed it or because of how it made you feel in the moment? For most Americans, shopping has become a form of entertainment or even therapy. We buy things to feel better, to keep up with others, or because clever marketing convinced us we couldn't live without it. I remember working with Tom, a marketing executive from Chicago, who earned well over $200,000 a year but constantly felt broke. When we tracked his spending for a month, we discovered he was spending almost $4,000 monthly on what he called lifestyle expenses. Designer clothes, the latest tech gadgets, and luxury items that quickly lost their appeal after purchase. We implemented Buffett's rational consumption principle by creating a simple 3-question framework. Do I need this? Will it meaningfully improve my life? Is this the best use of my money right now? Just asking these questions reduced Tom's impulse purchases by over 70%. Within 6 months, he had paid off his credit card debt and started building real wealth for the first time. The secret isn't depriving yourself. It's being intentional. Warren Buffett enjoys ice cream and steak, but he doesn't waste money on status symbols that don't bring him joy. He sets clear spending limits and sticks to them, which means saying no to things that don't align with his values. Try this exercise. For the next week, write down everything you plan to buy before purchasing it. Next to each item, note why you want it and how long you expect to use it. Then calculate the cost per use by dividing the price by the number of times you will use it. This simple calculation will transform how you see value. Remember, every purchase is actually a trade. You're trading your life energy, the time you spend earning that money, for an object or experience. As Buffett might ask, is this trade worth it? The wealthiest among us don't necessarily earn the most. They waste the least. By consuming rationally rather than emotionally, you'll not only save money, you'll find yourself surrounded only by things that truly matter to you. Now, let's move to Buffett's fourth and perhaps most powerful principle, the one that can multiply your earning potential exponentially. Principle number 4, improve your earning ability. Have you noticed how most financial advice focuses only on cutting expenses? Stop buying lattes, cancel your subscriptions, eat rice and beans. But Warren Buffett understands a fundamental truth that many financial gurus miss. There's a limit to how much you can save, but no limit to how much you can earn. The best investment you can make is in yourself. Buffett often says, and he practiced what he preached. What many people don't know about Buffett is that after college, when he was already successfully investing, he didn't just continue down that path. Instead, he applied to graduate school at Columbia University so he could study under Benjamin Graham, America's foremost investing expert at the time. Think about that for a moment. Here was someone already making good money, who decided to pause and invest in improving his skills. During this period of self-improvement, Buffett refined his investment system so effectively that by graduation, his annual capital growth rate exceeded 61%. Even at age 89, Buffett was still learning new skills like PowerPoint. As he wisely notes, whatever abilities you have can't be taken away from you. Your abilities are going to stay with you throughout your life and are inflation-proof. I worked with Jennifer, a dental hygienist from Portland, who felt stuck in her career. She was making $60,000 a year, but saw no path forward. Instead of just focusing on cutting her budget, we applied Buffett's principle of self-investment. Jennifer spent $2,000 in 6 months earning a certification in dental office management. Within a year, she'd leveraged that certification into a new position paying $85,000. Here's how to apply this principle in your own life, starting today. First, identify your highest value skills. These are abilities that solve expensive problems for others. Second, look for skill gaps in your industry where additional training would significantly increase your value. Third, invest systematically in developing those skills through courses, certifications, or mentorship. The beauty of this approach is that unlike stocks or real estate, investing in yourself is almost always a sure thing. As Buffett says, ultimately, there's one investment that supersedes all others. Invest in yourself. Remember, you don't need to make dramatic changes all at once. Jennifer didn't quit her job to go back to school full-time. She invested just 5 to 7 hours weekly in her future self. Could you find that much time to invest in yourself? In today's rapidly changing economy, your skills are your greatest financial asset. When you consciously develop them, you're not just increasing your income today, you're compounding your earning potential for decades to come. Now that we've covered all 4 of Warren Buffett's life-changing money principles, let me show you how they work together to create a financial transformation that most Americans only dream about. We've just explored the 4 money principles that help Warren Buffett build one of the greatest fortunes in history. But here's what makes these principles truly remarkable. They work for anyone, at any income level, in any economic climate. What Buffett understood is that wealth building isn't complicated. It's about consistently applying simple principles over time. Living frugally isn't about deprivation. It's about intelligent spending on what truly matters. Mandatory savings isn't just about accumulation. It's about creating financial security that gives you freedom. Consuming rationally isn't about being cheap. It's about being intentional with your resources. And improving your earning ability isn't just about making more money. It's about investing in your most valuable asset, yourself. These principles work together as a system. The money you save through frugality becomes your mandatory savings. Those savings grow because you're not wasting them on irrational consumption. And as you improve your earning ability, you have even more to save and invest, creating a powerful upward spiral of wealth. The beauty of Buffett's approach is its simplicity. You don't need complex investment strategies or get-rich-quick schemes. You just need the discipline to follow these 4 principles consistently, day after day, year after year. I've created a free Buffett Principles starter kit that you can download using the link in the description. This includes a 30-day challenge to help you implement all 4 principles starting today. If this video has helped you, please hit that like button and share it with someone who needs this message. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to get more practical financial wisdom. And let me know in the comments which principle you're going to implement first. I read every comment personally. Remember, financial freedom isn't about luck. It's about making smart choices consistently. Start today